So the end of Skating 101 finally came, and it was time to test out, and it was so nerve-wracking. I did fine until the jumps, where we had to jump over an object, land on both feet, and 2 out of 3 times. And yes, I fell one, and I landed the last 2, and barely. I was thrilled. I was very thrilled that I landed that jump. But we had a gal, and she struggled with a lot of the skills. And that jump, she didn't pass a lot of the other skills that day, but she did pass that jump. And when she landed, she burst into tears. When she landed correctly, she burst into tears. We all did. We hugged. It was such an amazing moment to just have gone through that fear and conquering something. She went on to do Skating 101 for 2 more sessions. She also went on to be on one of our home teams, and we played against each other, and what a strong skater she became. I just was able to pass that first time around, having skating abilities in my background. So I want to ask you a question. If you had to test out of Christianity 101 and really take a test on how you're doing on the belt of truth in your life, and let's see, what were the elbow pads? Well, this was our shield of faith, breastplate of righteousness, our shield of faith, our helmet of salvation, our feet ready with the gospel of peace, mouth guard. I don't have mine in, it's hard to talk this much. Mouth guard, are you praying and communicating to God? And the sword of the Spirit and getting into the Word. And then the fruits of the Spirit, how's it going? How's your stance going? How's peace and your agility and your crossovers and your all your skills? How's that going? Because imagine if you really couldn't move on in your walk and you weren't ready. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Like I shared about my derby friend, if you need to revisit those and continue to go over those and build that foundation, because I tell you what, some of those skaters that go through the Skating 101 more than once end up stronger skaters. And I've seen it many times. So when you're not getting it, you keep going over those skills to be ready to test out. The Christians that you're around that you know, I'm one of them, so if you know me, you can always come to me. Say, hey, how am I doing on this skill? Do you have any feedback for me? Do you think I would test out? So take your time. Go back over these videos and get into the Word. But don't stay there. You don't want to stay in Skating 101, because after a while, it's going to get boring. And you're going to want to move on, and you're going to want to start learning to play the game and start hitting. And I have so much to share with you. You know how big that Bible is. God has so much He wants to do in your life. So get your foundation and always go back to it if you need to. And be ready to move on. And I'm excited to move forward with you in your walk in the power of salvation in your life. See you tomorrow.